Hello and welcome to Wingin It, and welcome back to another Wingspan game here. We are in Major League Wingspan in the regular season, and we've got a game coming up right now. So we are going first in this game, so we're going to jump in and we're going to take a look and see what we get to work with in the starting hand here. Okay, lots and lots of brown powers, which I do like to see. We've got a variety of options. Got a wetland option, got some forest options as well. Got to be honest, grey teal, not really one I like that much. But it might be something early, just to get some more cards, maybe get some points as well in the late game. A bit of flexibility there. So see if the bonus card's going to change things. Okay, I mean probably not. I think we go fishery manager there regardless, but yeah, no fish birds. I don't think we saw any in the trait either. No, it's all brown powers though. So we have got a crow and the red-winged parrot, which is I think always interesting. I'm going to stay away from that in a 1v1 game though. But yeah, this is kind of an interesting start where we've almost got too many brown powers, but no real great ones. I'm kind of tempted, to be honest. I'd almost be tempted to just put the hawk in the wetlands. And just dig, because yeah, I mean some of these other ones like the nutcracker, the chickadee, the siskin, they're all okay for the forest, but none of them sort of stand out, none of them sort of shine. I mean, maybe you could say chickadee, get that down and get, you know, some eggs in for the end of round god. That might be something to consider. We'll see. Okay, there is some nectar, so could definitely play the chickadee, take some food, and then play the hawk, and to be honest, maybe even spend some food resetting the tray. But I think I like the hawk more than the teal here. I mean, the teal, you're seeing some more cards, yeah, but I don't know. It's not a great power, I don't think. I don't know. It's tempting. It's it's kind of close, because I think the percentage is better on the teal in terms of getting a point. It's obviously 3 points less. I don't know. Maybe that is going to sway me. Maybe this is my time to actually give the grey teal a go, because as I say, I don't really play it that much. I mean, I could keep both, but that feels like a push. So I think we'll go with this. I mean, maybe as I say, play the chickadee, take some food, play the teal, and see if that can do something for us. And we will go fishery manager. So maybe that's going to work. Maybe we're going to find some nice fishery manager birds with the teal. Maybe Puffy's going to show up. We'll enjoy that. So. I think we'll lock that in. What do we want to keep? Extra food. I guess a rat will be good. So yeah, I think, to be honest, what I might do actually, I might play the teal first and just take cards and just see what happens. Then we could always play the chickadee, maybe take a bit more food. I might want that nectar though. We'll see. I'm going to see what my opponent picks and then form a bit of a plan. All right, our opponent has picked. Comes onto our turn here. All right, they've gone 3 birds and 3 food. So interesting stuff. But yeah, I think what I will do, I think I will play the chickadee first. I think that will be something that we look to try and get some usage out of. So maybe with that first end around god, maybe there's a bit more value there. But just at least getting a start in the forest here, being able to get some nectar early, get some food. And I'll say I probably will look at spending that on resetting this tray, but we will see. You've also gone with a brown power, white start, so you're going to get a bit of food. And I'm sure, going to grab that nectar as well, but we'll take 2 of them. But yeah, pretty nice brown power over there. A bit more food as well, so yeah, we'll do the teal. I think we'll do that now. And keep the nectar. I think I'm going to try and hopefully play another bird in this round. But we can always, as I say, spend some of that nectar. Maybe on more eggs, maybe on resetting this tray. With the hope of getting something good early, because this tray is not really what I had in mind in terms of birds I want to be picking up at the start. So red-winged parrot can sometimes be interesting, but I feel like in a 1v1 game I stay well clear of that. It's a risky bird to try and use, and obviously give out nectar to your opponents. So speaking of opponents, you are playing rough, so that's definitely a nice one. Let's get in the first round. We will take food, and let's spin this rat, see what we can get. Okay. Not great stuff. Not great stuff, so think we're going to go off the top. Okay, we'll get another nuthatch. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Oh, completed woodpecker. I'm definitely okay with that. So excellent stuff. That's a really good find. And okay, well, we have at least got a hit here. Oh, what do we do now? Do we tuck it or do we keep it? I might keep just to throw for an extra egg, because you've actually not got a cavity nest down. So what I could probably do here, I can lay eggs, I can play the complete woodpecker. Thankfully, I've got those 2 nectars. Take food and play the nuthatch. And then we're good. I mean, maybe even take food twice if I need to for the end of round goal. But yeah, let's keep, and we can discard. So wow, boy, am I glad I spent that food to reset the trade, because even though it's bad, we've just found some amazing stuff here. So that's definitely solved. That solved the egg problem that I think you always want to be trying to solve early on in a game of Oceania. So yeah, Polluted Woodpecker's going to go straight into this forest. And okay, you picked up Silvereye. Oh no, not Silvereye. What am I talking about? The Harrier. Silvereye was on the teal. But you did pick up the Harrier, so okay, that's fine. Yeah, we're going to get rid of this fish cone. I don't know, I'm in 2 minds. Like, do I put the eggs down here to try and make sure I do hit the end of round goal or get more for the end of round goal? Or do I leave them empty for the woodpecker? I think I might go here, because I say ideal plan would be play woodpecker, take food, play the nuthatch. That would only leave us with 2 eggs in the cavity spaces. So if I do have to take food again, or maybe even just take cards, just to leave the food there, because red-headed woodpecker, I might want that. I might want that for more cavity space and more caching. So could totally see myself picking that up. But I think for now, Griffin Vulture. Okay, that explains the Harry, but this thing, you got no cavity nests. I'm going to take full advantage of that while I can. So, complete woodpecker into the game. Lovely stuff early on. And yeah, I've been rewarded somewhat for keeping that chickadee, because, as I say, I was kind of on the fence there. I think so many situations I could see myself with that starting hand just play a wetland bird and just dig. Don't actually keep the chickadee, but it's paid off here. We're going to get a nice forest. That is for sure. So you're laying eggs. And yeah, I think we got to take advantage of this. We've got to go for food here. So let's do, I guess, nectar and seed. We can use this woodpecker. Or actually, do we want to go nectar and seed? Because I say I might want to pick up that red-headed. I was going to call it red-cockaded. I might want that red-headed woodpecker. Or do I just want to play this nuthatch? I think I might just play the nuthatch. So we'll keep the nectar. Because, yeah, I mean, I suppose you could... I think you're going to want to play the Harrier for the Vulture. Probably play the Harrier and draw cards to get more cards for the Rough, because there's a couple of teal powers here, which you really want to try and make the most out of those in the first round. So see what you're going to do. Indeed, Northern Harrier in the wetlands. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and do... Nuthatch down, so we are going to win this end of round goal, and the forest is going very, very nice with the caches, with the eggs. And yeah, my opponent, they might want that woodpecker now, to be honest. They might just be desperate to get anything with a cavity nest just to make sure they can at least pick up some free eggs off me. But we're going to be getting 2 each time. We're going to be scoring lots of points, getting some food. So yeah, it's just going to be about finding the birds. And maybe, as I say, maybe that's where this grey teal is going to come into it now. We're not necessarily looking for wetland brown powers. We're looking for those big point birds, those bonus card giving birds, those point bombs that we can play throughout the rest of this game. And yeah, as I say, we're certainly going to have plenty of food in order to be able to do that. So we'll see what my opponent's going to do here, but this is definitely looking good for us early in this game. And all right, at the end of the round, we do indeed win the end of round goal. We're going to come into round 2, and now there was some bad news. I think I saw a killdeer. Pop up. It's either at the end of the round. It might have been after the rough. I'm definitely hoping it was after the rough, but there was a killdeer. So my opponent might have it. It might have been in the tray, and they might also have it that way. So we've got to watch out for that. But yeah, we're into the next round, and we've got Peaceful Dove come up, which that intrigues me for the forest. I think, yeah, I might go for that. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure you're going to want to go ahead and play your cavity nest, so I might actually just take food and stop you from doing that. Or at least, you know, I'm not going to stop you playing it, but I'm going to stop you getting a free egg at the very least. So we'll do that. And yeah, as I say, maybe pick up the dove. I mean, the gallinule could be quite nice as well. That's big points. We're going to have the food to play that. And we could use the extra cards. And again, as I say, if we do see a killdeer go down here, then you're going to be okay for cards, and I won't feel quite so bad at throwing a few extras your way. So is it a killdeer going down? No, but it is the woodpecker going in. So yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe the killdeer was after the rough. I kind of wish I could go back and see, because that's going to make me nervous whichever way it is. But we'll have to wait and see. I think for now we'll just pick these up, see what the teal can do for me. And okay, well, we're getting a clean sweep here. We're getting a barn owl, which I'm going to be honest, that appeals to me because of the cavity spaces. So I think we might keep that. As probably the best of those options. I mean, oyster catcher's not bad, but I think I like the gallinule more if I'm going to play something. So yeah, we'll go with the barn owl. Oh, now flycatcher's come up. That's a very nice option as well, with all these cavity nesting birds around. So yeah, we're definitely getting some nice choices here. Probably the next on my list, if I could like pick anything, it's going to be a tucking bird. A nice tuck and draw in the forest. That's going to have us set. So maybe we'll find that. But yeah, to be honest, let's think about this. You've just gained food. I think I want to try and get the gallinule down before I draw cards next, so I can get some extra cards and then maybe turn those into food and maybe use this peaceful dove a bit more. So I might actually play, I think I'm going to play the peaceful dove now. Get that down. So I think that is going to be worth doing. Especially if we can get some more cavity space, because the problem is using this forest too much. We are going to fill up on the eggs. But yeah, get peaceful dove in there. It's basically, it's going to feed itself, because just by playing it, we're getting an extra food now each time. And yeah, that extra food, if it's a seed, it's a point. So that's going to be nice for us. And yeah, as I say, if we've got this extra cavity space, to be honest, I might want to put this in the grasses anyway for that lasted around goal, just as a nice way of making sure I'm getting some eggs for that. Okay, yeah. By being patient and by not taking food, I'll force you to lay eggs. Are we going to see this killdeer? I'm going to be worried. I had a game not too long ago where I was constantly worried that we were going to see I think it was a purple martin that you guys didn't see. But I was so worried was going to come into the game, and then it never did. So I was definitely a little bit too spooked there. But okay, do we get rid of some seeds? I could certainly see myself wanting to do, as I say, this gallinule. So maybe with 3 turns left, I could always play the gallinule, take cards, then take food. That might not be a bad idea. So maybe we do one. Maybe we just do one for now. And we can always, yeah, play this gallinule with the other one. I'll probably keep the rat, maybe for this barn owl. Say later on, but we've got a bit of time before we have to worry about that. But yeah, we're in a good position. We're getting points on the board. We're getting some nice big point birds potentially down. Is this killdeer? No. Okay. I think maybe there is no killdeer. Maybe I'm just imagining things. Maybe I'm hallucinating. But yeah, some very nice birds. So maybe going for the griffon vulture. We're going to go ahead and get this, say, gallinule down. And yeah, I think we do keep the rat. We'll clear off probably the cavity space for now. I think that's the priority. Keep that free. Keep that empty. But yeah, we are going to have to be a little bit careful about whether I do want to use this, even use this gallinule. I might just have this extra wetland bird down in order to discard some eggs and maybe get some more cards. Because if I give you a card, it's not only a card, it's actually going to get you an extra point with the rough, which I really don't want to do. Because yeah, you're in the middle of taking food, so you've only got 1 turn left. I suppose you could take cards and spend that nectar, but it seems like you want to play another bird. So I suppose I could take food, and then maybe I spend a nectar in the wetlands. I actually quite like that as an option, and just maybe grab some seeds as well along the way. So let's actually do that. We can take, I guess, this one as well. But we might want to take food turn 1 next round, so that's actually not bad either way. Yeah, I guess if we are going to take food again, maybe I keep these this time. And just take the caches and the eggs. And then, as I say, we plan to draw cards here. I would definitely like that flycatcher. If I can get my hands on that, I think that's going to be really, really good. But yeah, I suppose as well, by drawing cards at last, we can see, I mean, if my opponent does draw cards, if I can then see whether or not giving you the free card is going to help. Yeah, you have drawn cards. Okay, so the free card it's not gonna help immediately. It might help longer term. I don't know. We'll see. I will take cards here though. So we'll see what we're gonna get. Ooh, Rufus Owl. That is an excellent find. So yeah, that's gonna go straight in my forest. We're gonna pick up this flycatcher. Oh, and a long spur. Wow, we're getting some nice stuff here. We are definitely getting some nice options. And now, do I give the free card away? Oh, I feel like I don't. I feel like I don't want to help you out with a free card here. That's, you know, maybe they've already got 2 cards that they don't want to tuck, and then this is just going to help the rough. So I think I'm going to skip. Go a little bit defensive, and okay, this is what I worry about with the teal. But at least my opponent's not going to get those. So I would have liked maybe some of those, but not to be. Not to be, unfortunately. So, okay, yeah, onto your teal. So, a couple more vulture caches, not bad. We'll see what the rough tucks are going to be like. But yeah, we've just got some really good stuff. So, I can see a really nice plan here where we get the owl down, we get the other owl, and then we get these birds in the grasses as well. And so, everything we're drawing is good for playing, and that's always nice. So, no goal on that end of round goal, of course. We come into the round 3. We've got Crested Pigeon, which, I mean, again, that's quite a nice one. That's quite tempting to go and pick up. But I think I want to grab the nectar while it's here. I think being able to spend 3 nectar up in this forest is what I want to do, right? So, yeah, let's spend... we can afford to spend the 1 seed. But yeah, I want to try and cement that forest nectar. So if I can spend 8 up there and then spend a bunch more in the grasses by playing these birds. That's the aim. And yeah, we're going to be set for the end of round goal as well. Birds in a row. We're going to have 5 on that. So that's going to be good. And we've got some extra turns to think about. So yeah, no goal round 2 means we get an extra turn. Round 3 and round 4. So that does make me maybe lean towards something like the pigeon, where if we're going to have extra turns, we can grab some seeds and score some points there. So that might be quite nice. But okay, yeah, you're taking some food. Oh, was that the woodpecker missing? I think it might have been. So we like to see that. Please do that more. Okay, let's do... yeah, I think we do the owl. I think we do the owl because we could... yeah, we've got plenty of options to use that. We need something less than 75, so that's going to work out nicely. And I think we'll go 1 off each. I think we'll go 1 off each because, as I say, the plan is totally to get this barn owl down. That's going to help a little bit in terms of just giving more egg space. So that's going to be nice. Hopefully we get a good bonus card here because Fishery Manager, it's not really looking so hot right now. We're not finding anything that's going to work for that. So yeah, maybe that puffin is still out there waiting for us. Maybe we can find it. Hopefully at least something that we could try and get the lower bound on, but the longer the game goes on, certainly the less less likely that looks. But I'm definitely feeling in a good spot. But yeah, I'm worried a bit about my opponent. We can see here actually, yeah, they did skip a rough tuck. So I think if I had given up the Gallinule card, that would potentially have just been an extra point, an extra cycle there. So luckily, not been the case. But yeah, not really sure what birds have been picked up. So we'll see. Lots of food being gained. Obviously, a nice forest here. So we'll see if it's going to turn into some big point birds. And on to our next turn here. It is indeed turning into some big point birds. Baltimore Oriole going down, so that's very nice. Very nice indeed. So, okay, I suppose that means if you're about to take food, maybe I leave it because I don't want to. I don't want to take food when there's not loads of nectar. But I suppose we're going to take fish, rat, and a reroll. Let's go for it. Let's see what we can get on this reroll. Okay, well, just the one nectar, but we're leaving the feeder in the same position for my opponent. So, I guess we'll tuck the emu. I think we will discard here. I don't know. I might leave it. We're always going to have that flexibility, I think, later. And yeah, the cavity nests certainly feel like a little bit more of an urgent issue to try and solve. And again, maybe if we want that pigeon, if we do want to go and pick that up, then that's going to be something that we can always turn seeds into later. But yeah, in terms of this round, I think I might not draw cards. I don't know. I think I'll play the barn owl. I think I'll probably do that now. I might do barn owl food, play the long spur. I might see what that bonus card is, and then that can help guide the decision making. Where if I do choose to go and draw cards, you know, maybe it makes a certain bird more appealing based on this bonus card I've got. So yeah, I'll try and get myself that information. I'd imagine you're going to want to play another forest bird for the end of round goal. So we'll have to wait and see on that. But yeah, we've kind of done all we can. We've got our 5 birds done. We've got our engine basically done. So we're in a good spot there, scoring lots of points. Definitely not keen on giving away the free eggs, but I think it's sort of at the point now where, yeah, my opponent already got a few eggs down. So I'll just drip feed the occasional egg through. I'm probably only going to give them maybe, I don't know, 3 or 4 more eggs, which is just like 1 turn of laying eggs. So it's not the end of the world. It's not ideal. But yeah, this last end of round goal is going to be interesting because I think if we can do barn owl and flycatcher, maybe we have just 1 turn laying eggs at the end to fill up the long spur, and then we can win it because we've got these cavity spaces with loads of eggs in. But we'll see. It's entirely going to depend what birds go down. And on to our next turn here. So yeah, opponent drawing birds, which they're maybe hoping to leave that feeder a little bit more. But yeah, I think what we're going to do, as I say, I think we're going to play this barn owl. So sort of on the fence as to what feed I spend, because I've got the rats, but I kind of want to try and spend nectar where I can. You're definitely spending nectar in the wetlands to draw more cards, which I think makes sense. But I think we will do rat. I think we will spend the rats on this barn owl because we got nothing else that we necessarily know that we need to be spending rats on. Whereas the nectar could be spent here, could be spent here, it could be spent in the wetlands for more cards. But I've got this flexibility where I can spend nectar or I could spend an egg, because we are going to be obviously quite full on eggs on some of these birds, and then I can always then turn some of that food back into eggs with the dove. So I've got this sort of cycling opportunity between eggs and food, which I think is useful, especially when you can sort of combine that with just re-rolling the feeder, seeing more dice, hopefully getting some more nectar. That will be, yeah, part of the aim here. So we'll see what we can do there. I'd say probably, I'm hoping you're going to take food. I'm hoping you're going to take food now that you've drawn cards, because I don't want that feeder. But yeah, we'll try and get some nectar, try and play this long spurt and see where that takes us. On to our next turn again, and opponent is drawing cards again. So really digging, really going, yeah, through the deck here. So a little bit worried what could be coming up there. But yeah, I think we just have to take food here. Okay, we do get some nectar, so that's nice. We'll take both of those. We'll do a tuck here, I guess. But I mean, this pink power is going to be pretty useless either way, so I think probably Phoebe can go. And yeah, I mean, maybe we do spend the seed here. And obviously, yeah, try and get these eggs down on the barn owl where we can. Okay, red-shouldered hawk. You're gonna go and draw cards again, maybe. We'll see. But yeah, so I think we'll play this long spur, and then we'll go and draw cards. I mean, I could play the long spur and take food and just wait until I get the fresh tray. That might That might be something that tempts me as well. Oh, laughing kookaburra. Okay, I guess because that's the predator power. And maybe for the egg space as well, but yeah, let's do long spur. I want to see this bonus card. What are we going to get? Okay, I think we go viticulturist. I mean, we are close here. If we're going to want to play this anyway, enclosure build, I don't think we get anywhere near. So guaranteed 3. I mean, it's horrible synergy with fishery manager, but yeah, maybe we get a nice double bird or something, or we can max out, but at least getting 3. So not the worst in the world. We'll take it. 83 points is quite a lot for the end of round 3. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not really sure what to do in this situation. I'm quite tempted. I'm quite tempted to lay eggs now because I think I probably might need to lay eggs in the last round anyway. Given I don't really know what else to do here, I think I want to wait. I think I want to wait for the fresh trade to draw cards. I say the pigeon, kind of tempting. I don't really know how many times I'm going to take food and how many seeds I'm going to get for that. Especially when we've got the dove that we can already use for some free seeds. Okay, now you're taking food. Oh, and you're probably going to give me a free berry as well, which I don't know, might come into play here. But yeah, I think we'll do our egg laying now because some weird stuff would have to happen. You'd have to get like a stubble quail, or you'd have to get, you know, loads of birds down in the grasses and then lay eggs on them to really make a push for the last end of round goal. So yeah, I feel like we can get at least, I want to say like 8 eggs. I think like 7 or 8 we should be able to get in the grassland. So you with your 1 egg space, you've probably got other stuff you want to do rather than go for that. So yeah, we'll see what the approach is going to be, but yeah, I think we lay eggs, and I think actually we lay eggs as well because it's just delaying the Galenial card as again. Like, it's maybe not going to come into play for the rough here, but I think I might have to use the Galenial, just dependent on if we can get some nice stuff on the first few cards we draw or not. That remains to be seen. So yeah, you have taken food there, and I think we lay eggs. This looks kind of weird, but I think it's got to be done. So we'll get them down. On the long spur, we've got this bar now. Is that going to work? No, it's not, but they never do. And to be fair, it's not really why we played it. So yeah, Forest Nectar is basically settled now, so we've won that. I'm hoping we can hold on in the grasses, but all depends. Yeah, I was going to say, it looks like you're going to play another bird. So Vulcaner, so yeah, really going for this this vulture. So lots and lots of cash is coming through. I'm really hoping this isn't Rodent Soul, it's just a Falconer. It may well be. So we have got to be wary of that. That there could be potentially a really, really nice combo going on over here. But yeah, that's definitely an area where we're struggling, is the bonus card front. Everything else is sort of going okay. But we do need, if we're going to try and score points, especially if this fishery manager, we're going to need a very, very lucky draw. But it comes to the final round, and I can see not 1, but 2 bluebirds in the tray. So please don't deny those. Please let me have those. I would like those very, very much for the grasslands, for the flycatcher. Yeah, I was certainly not expecting both of those to appear, so that will be annoying if they both get taken. But I'll say, I mean, I don't know, with 5 cards here, do you really want to draw cards again, or do you just want to play birds, play more predator birds, and lay eggs for the end of round? That feels entirely possible. So please, 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 please leave me the bluebirds. And I'd happily, I think, to be honest, at this point, if I could get those, I'd probably draw those. I take food, I play in the grasslands, and I just do some egg laying. That would be my end game. So yeah, we'll see. But I don't know. They could be good over here, but at the same time, there's like just no egg access, and to try and do a triple play at the end of the game with 1 egg is, yeah, maybe a step too far. So we'll see what they'll pick up. But I say, hopefully we'll get left at least one of those. Oh no, they're gone. Well, I hoped, I wished it wasn't to be. So that's a shame. But okay, well, I say, I think we've got to draw cards. I mean, do we take food just so we can spend the nectar down there? Maybe, maybe not. I kind of want to spend nectar in the grasslands. I suppose actually we can use the owl. We can use that add value to try and get rid of a card from the tray. So maybe that's the plan. So let's go and take food. Okay, we are getting some nectar. I think I want to take it all as nectar. I could take some of it as seeds for the dove, but I want the nectar to try and make sure I'm getting those points. Let's clear out. Probably the sapsucker can go. And yeah, let's go ahead and get some more eggs on. Barn owl, very nice. What's going to flip up in the place is the brant. Well, yeah, not what you have in mind for a nice bird to come up here. So it's going to be tempting to go and take food again here. But I kind of want to delay the egg. If I'm giving out woodpecker eggs, I feel like this would be really valuable if I know they've got some double birds they want to play. I think just delaying the egg a turn could cost points here if my opponent has to go and do a slightly weak grassland activation first. We'll have to see, but there is lots of nectar though, so it's going to be tempting. But I mean, surely you're not going to take food again here with all this food already. I think we've got to draw cards. We've got to Hail Mary this. There's no two ways about it. So what can we find? Pirate crossbow, not what I had in mind. Okay, tree swallow. You would be a good play because we get 4 extra points here, and we actually get an extra point off the flycatcher. So maybe that works. Maybe that works. Do we spend a nectar here? The thing is, I'm probably going to need to spend eggs just because I've got just so many eggs down. But yeah, if I play the tree swallow, I clear out 1 egg. When I play this, I can clear out another. But yeah, I think I don't know. I kind of want to spend the nectar because if I spend a nectar and then spend another 2 on the tree swallow, I can flip that nectar. So I think the grasslands is where you're going to want to target your nectar. And I should be able to grab all of this and then do some more plays there. So I think we're going to spend a nectar here. And I think we're going to go off the top. Whoa, okay. That's pretty good. That's definitely nice. We're going to be so close to a fishery manager. Well, I think we have to use the Gagnon here because you've got loads of cards. Come on, Gagnon. Another Hail Mary. That's not going to work. Come on, Great Eel. You're not going to work either. Okay, well. I mean, could we do something weird with the wagtail if we're going to lay eggs anyway? No, I think we take this as the tuck. And yeah, I guess 4 turns left. Probably what I do. I probably take food and I just play tree swallow, play penguin, and play flycatcher. That might have to be the way. So, yeah, I guess let's take the tuck because yeah, I don't think we'll have to lay eggs. And even if we did, I don't think we'd have enough food to do all the plays, so we'll take that tuck there. But okay, yeah, so we've got a bit of a plan now. And I say, if we do take food, we're going to get loads of it, so we're going to be good. We just need 8 food to play these, and yeah, that should be fine. So we can calculate how much food needs to be spent on these birds, how much, if we can take some extra seeds, can we put this on a dove? Where do we need to spend our nectar? Those sorts of things are going to be what I can think about. But yeah, I think we'll do... I guess we'll do... See what you're doing first. Oh yeah, there we go. See, that's why I delayed the food there, because now you've had to lay eggs. So you're going to probably do a double play and then maybe try and lay eggs. So you might snipe the end of round goal, but I don't know how much we can do about that realistically. I think we play the tree swallow now, just because we can then lay an egg on that, so we're not filling back up in the forest where all these egg spaces are a real problem. So yeah, I think we have to do that. I'll say it looks weird, tree swallow at the end of the game, but for the viticulturist, worthwhile doing. And yeah, these nectars are going to be close, so you've got 2 left. I mean, assuming that you do just go and play birds, I think we should be all right. Because we should be able to split some between the penguin and the flycatcher, depending on what needs to go where. And we've got that luxury of additional information by going second. But yeah, I mean, maybe they're going to triple play. Maybe that's the idea, is triple play and then lay eggs twice, because I know both those bluebirds have got loads and loads of egg space. So if that is the idea, if that is the approach, you will win the end around goal regardless of what we do. But as I say, we should be able to pick up the next points at the end here, so that's going to be good. And yeah, this flycatcher, this is going to be a huge play. This is going to be so many eggs, so that's going to be nice. Obviously viticultures as well. Bit of a shame not scoring fishery manager, but yeah, I think literally this penguin has been pretty much the only fish-eating bird we've seen all game. So I think we did see a fish crow like super early on. But yeah, just not really. Not found the puffin, the woodstock, all those kind of fishery manager birds you look for. So we've had to work with what we've drawn here a little bit, but the forest has been good, and as I say, we're going to have some nice end game plays here. And on to our next turn here. Opponent is indeed, not doing the triple play, just a double play. So okay, interesting. So right, if you are going to lay eggs twice, you can get 8 more eggs, so you can get to 10. Potentially 11 if I give you a free one. We just played the bluebird and then laid eggs. That would get us to 12. There is a world where playing bluebird and not penguin is going to be better. If we can swing that end around goal, but let's wait and see. For now, I think we just go ahead and grab. I think we grab all of this nectar. Now, maybe we don't grab all of it. Maybe it's we need 1. I think really we need 2 for the flycatcher, because we need to flip that nectar. So we need 2 for the flycatcher. I suppose then we could do, if we did nectar worm here, we then have nectar worm rat, and then fish. So I think I can squeeze 1 more point if I take this as a seed and discard that on the dove. And yeah, I just don't see you taking food again here. I think you're going to play more birds. Probably going to be laying eggs. So okay, I think we take that as a seed, and I think we're going to be okay there. For the nectar, regardless. So let's go ahead and tuck Feckless Lark. Get rid of 1 seed for the egg. And yeah, now we can go barn out and tree swallow. And take a cache. So, there's the stubble quail. Well, yeah, that's one that we would have been watching out for earlier. But as I say, we've got kind of a couple of options here. It sort of depends what my opponent's going to do. It sort of depends if they push to the end of round goal, because kind of plan A was penguin flycatcher. Now, this penguin, it is only 5-point play. However, we do get the extra egg off the flycatcher, and we actually get a second extra egg. Yeah, you are just laying eggs. Because we've got 2 birds full in the forest. So if I play the flycatcher, we're actually going to miss out on one of these eggs. Whereas if I play the penguin first, we get that back. So this would be then, it's basically then a 7-point play. You kind of get the egg cost back. Now, if I do flycatcher and then lay eggs, this laying eggs turn is only 4 eggs. So it's only 4 points. But I think it flips the end around goal here, because I think, knowing now that you've not got the stubble quail, I mean, I suppose what could you play that would get more eggs? It's not really anything. You'd have to lay eggs again, and you'd get up to 11. If I play the flycatcher, I'm going to have 4 eggs here, 3 here, and 1 here. And then I can lay 4, and I can get up to 12. I think that's the play. So it's a little bit of a sacrifice in terms of eggs right now, and obviously from the penguin, but we're going for the end of round goal. We're getting the extra points there. So let's go ahead, and yeah, 6 eggs is a mighty fine effort. So thank you, Flycatcher. You've done a good job there. And yeah, flipping the nectar as well, so that's good. Nice chunk of points. I say, it certainly seems like plan A here was going to be to legs. I mean, I don't know. I suppose if you play a bird, I suppose I can't play the penguin now. So maybe, would that have been better? I don't know. That might have been better actually to keep. Maybe I should have kept one nectar back. No, you have laid eggs anyway. But I was going to say, if my opponent actually played a bird there and we were going to win the end round goal anyway, then suddenly playing the penguin is better, even just for the 5 points rather than the 4 in the grasslands. But it's worked out okay here. So yeah, we're gonna lay eggs and we're gonna pitch a couple of cards. Come on, bar now. You got 4 dice. You've got to work surely. Thank you very much. One bonus point at the end that I wasn't really accounting for, but yeah, that's going to be a flipped end of round goal. My opponent's going to get a few more points here. Few tucks, few cashes. So nice on the teals. Definitely some good combos there. But we do win the end of round goal, so that's a nice swing of points for us. And let's say just complete domination on these nectars, kind of fueled by the forest engine that we had. We were able to get loads of nectar, spend loads of nectar. We flipped the grasses late on. And yeah, 15 points is a lot to get there. So we're going to see what that's going to do as we come into these final scores. Now, I think we both got a lot of birds down. I'm worried about the bonus cards. I'm worried we've got a Falconer Ornithologist over there. 8 points, yeah, may well be the case. But as I say, we did well on the end of round goals. Plenty of eggs, I think on both sides to be fair, but definitely more for us throughout that game. Lots of caches. We had the vulture on one side, but we had those chickadees and nuthatches on the other. The rough is going to bring things back a little bit, but as I say, we won the nectars. We got loads of points there, and we got loads of points overall. 132 is the final score there, up against 108, so pretty comfortable margin in the end. But yeah, that was just a forest that came together really, really quickly and really nicely. So as I said at the start, being able to find that woodpecker and nuthatch, that turned the game on its head. That was just such a nice draw. It would have been so more difficult of a game without those 2 birds. So yeah, the forest came together nicely, and some smart plays I think at the end, thinking about the nectar, thinking about the end of round goals. It's always worth looking at those options where you can try and get some point swings. I think especially when you go in second tier, as I was, being able to just see what your opponent's going to do and react. Definitely a nice situation to be in. So I say, one nice bonus card, one not so nice, but we'll take the points there. Let's have a look at my bonus board one more time. There's the Ornithologist, so that is absolutely a nice combo with that Griffin Vulture. And yeah, 11 caches, very, very strong. So definitely a nice board, but maybe just struggled a little bit, not quite enough big point birds. And yeah, just missing out on those end of round goal and next points. They add up because that definitely helped me win this game. So there we go, definitely a fun one. Super nice forest engine there. Hopefully you enjoyed watching this one. We're going to have lots more games from Major League Wingspan. Do make sure you're following along. Make sure you've hit subscribe so you get notified about future ones. And hopefully I'll see you in another game very, very soon.